is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Waters. And all the way down to the 42.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A big play there on the first play of the game.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're pretty good running?
And it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
From the end zone, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his end zone, Rudolph on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
No. Off. Check 26, check 20.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You don't know no better. Mike 5-5. 19 tight. Danny, take off.
Now it's Rudolph. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Right side, Claypool's got it.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Check 48's the mic. 18 Rattler.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Let's go one more.
Mike, 55.
Come 19. Scared. Mike 55.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Middle. 5 wide. Check three.
Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 59.
Allen going to throw. Throw left side. This is completed to Morton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Defense, our time. It's our time. He's coming.
They run the counter. Dowling, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike.
Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Steelers, nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Hey, check 5. Watch it, 5.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Watt. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Second down at 4. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rudolph on 3rd down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Short little throw to Ebron. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Watch the screen. Pass. 19 Lion. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Back. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Again, it's Rudolph. Completion here to Claypool.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Okay, break. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street. Step it up. 20 Warriors, 70. Check 25.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he bowls over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
We got 4. Who's
Last thing, 19.
Let's get this.
Hey, look.
Rudolph looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 60. Cowboy 80.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll try to run with Harris, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the – and got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Half 85. Go.
On play action, Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw again on 2nd down, Rudolph. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down.
79 Broncos. 55.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Waters. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. 56, 56. Don't let him breathe.
On play action, Allen staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
To throw, it's Allen.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes Diggs. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 10.
48 for Mike. Watch the back and watch the back.
Here's Rudolph off play action. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. Pushes him over. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Watch out, watch out.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go back to Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hey. Shift.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Target. Switch. Check 50.
Rudolph throwing quickly and completes it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Harris. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short.
We got chips over here. Let's overload.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
19 Tiger.
It's a party now. Check.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is out of bounds here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
You must be dreaming.
Mike's 5'9".
Allen to throw once more. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Here we go.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Richards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now Allen again. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Waters. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Check 49, check 49. 56.
They'll try the left side. Dowling. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
All day. Any day. He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dowling, and he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Let's go.
Check. Crunch. Half in.
Hey, switch gears. Shift.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Round 80! Check, 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike. Stop. 59.
Here's Allen.
I got you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Check 59, Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, watch second 60. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Rudolph on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
59. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Regular. Hey, check 20. Alert. Go.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Allen now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To the air, Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Shim.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now a give right side. Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 87 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take Cardinal.
Under crunch. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Rudolph. It's brought in by Harris. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
Hey, check right, check. Riggs. Reload.
Strip that ball. 55's mine.
Now a give right side. It's Harris, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down. Check. Right here. Check. 48's the mic. You go night. Time to go night. 48.
Now Rudolph.
I got it.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Harris, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Basham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go, baby. Mike 48. What we got? Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
7 Pirates.
Throwing here, Rudolph. That swung out wide to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
48's the mic.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't 19 Lion. Let's go. I'm coming. You better get ready.
Mike 48.
Rudolph. The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, watch the 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 55, Mike 55. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's pick it up.
Here we go on 4th, Rudolph.
Let's get off the field.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8.